Hello and welcome to the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center. I am Issachar Bey. I am the founder and also I am your host for this series today. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Thank you so much. If you can do me a favor, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so, please in the chat let us know where you're listening from, what city, state, and also what country you may be listening from. We are continuing on our series, Money, Manifestation, Mindset. We've been getting a lot of great feedback. A lot of you guys have been reaching out to me, letting me know how you're enjoying this series. And I just want to thank you. I believe that as we expand our consciousness and as we move into these new paradigms, these new shifts, that we need to make sure we are conscious of what we are inputting into ourselves and what are we doing. And so I'm excited that we are in allowing ourselves to be connected to this kind of information, this kind of knowledge, this kind of wisdom, so that we can expand our minds and begin to shift our lives into a new dimension and a new plateau. I want to thank all of you also for your donations, your seeds that you have sown into this organization, into this ministry. And we want to thank you and let you know that we are forever grateful for all of you who have been sharing it and adding more people. We've seen our listener base almost quadruple within a short span of time. So we are forever grateful, and we're pushing it even more. We're advertising. We're going further to get more and more people to listen to this and put it in front of people who need to hear this kind of teaching, to hear this kind of wisdom and knowledge that may be able to help them discover who they are and awaken the mental alchemist within them and help them tap into their millionaire's mind. And so we are forever grateful. I want to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and, if you can, what I want you to do first, before we even get started, is go ahead and grab a piece of paper. Grab a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to give you some intricate things today to write down that I believe will be life-changing, that I believe will be definitely something that will give you more insight and more wisdom of how you can tap into your millionaire's mind and how you can begin to move on your path to the millionaire in you and tapping into it and really connecting to it, and also becoming a money magnet and how you operate in dealing with the finances and the universal presence of abundance. And so we're going to be giving you some insight today that I feel is going to be great. I also want to let you guys know I reopened back up my I Am Money mastermind group. I Am Money mastermind group. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm teaching a course. I want to say, let's see. I may want to start Monday, May the 6th. So it gives you a little time to kind of get situated here. But there is a course that's going to be called the 8 Mystical Secrets of Becoming a Money Magnet. The 8 Mystical Secrets of Becoming a Money Magnet. Now, this course will only be available to those people who join the mastermind. So all you have to do is click the link, go ahead and get set up. And there's a lot of other things in there. For instance, you'll get a lot of things we're going to be talking about today. You'll get access to a whole lot of other things. But just letting you know, and then also you'll get access to the laws of prosperity calls that we had on the phone. There's a whole lot of things that I'm going to make available to you guys. What I want to say is that we're going to start doing these intricate teachings. I'm going to be bringing in people from Fidelity and Swabs to talk to us about brokerage accounts. I'm going to be bringing in people to talk about index funds. And so if you really want to get into your financial literacy, if you really want to get into really moving and operating and really becoming and really functioning with the millionaire's mind, you want to get into this mastermind group. It's a reasonable price. It's monthly. We meet twice a month. Like I said, you can go click the button at the bottom and read all the details. But on May 6th, I'm going to start this course called 8 Mystical Secrets to Becoming a Money Magnet. So just keep that in mind. Go ahead and get in a quiet, soft, quiet position and relax as we get ready to go into our as we get ready to go into our spiritual mind treatment, and we get ready to go ahead and move into this quiet place, this place of total surrender and silence. Let us close our eyes. I want you to take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Once again, take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Once again, take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. In the boundless realm of the divine mind, I recognize the extension of the sacred codes that unlock the gates of abundance and prosperity. These wealth codes are not hidden secrets, but rather universal principles that govern the flow of wealth and abundance in our lives. I align my consciousness with the wealth codes, allowing them to permeate every aspect of my being. I release any resistance or limiting beliefs that may have hindered my access to the abundance that is rightfully mine. I open myself to the infinite possibilities and opportunities that the universe presents to me. I affirm that I am a living embodiment of the wealth codes. I embrace the understanding that wealth is not solely measured by material possessions, but also by the riches of love, joy, and peace in my life. I recognize that a true wealth is a holistic experience encompassing all aspects of my being. I activate the wealth code of gratitude within me. I am grateful for the blessings and abundance that already exist in my life. I express heartfelt gratitude for the opportunities, resources, and relationships that support my journey towards financial prosperity. As I cultivate an attitude for gratitude, I attract even more blessings and abundance into my life. I activate the wealth code of abundance, consciousness within me. I release any scarcity mentality, and embrace the truth that the universe is infinitely abundant. I believe in my inherent worthiness to receive and create wealth in all areas of my life. I align my thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the consciousness of abundance, acting in total authority, attracting limitless opportunities for financial prosperity. I activate the wealth code of inspired action within me. I recognize that my dreams and desires are not mere fantasies, but divine whispers guiding me towards the highest potential. I take inspired action, utilizing my unique gifts, talents, and skills to create wealth and abundance. I trust in the divine guidance that leads me to the right opportunities, connections, and resources. I activate the wealth code of generosity within me. I understand that wealth is not meant to be hoarded, but shared and circulated. I give freely, joyfully, knowing that as I contribute to the well-being of others, I can also create a flow of abundance that the returns will be multiplied. I trust in the universal law of circulation and know that as I give, I receive. I release the spiritual mind treatment into the cosmic intelligence, knowing that the wealth codes already activated within me are moving and are guiding me as we speak. I surrender to the divine plan and trust that the path of financial prosperity is unfolding before me. I am grateful for the abundance that is manifesting in my life and for the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. And so it is, and so it is. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center. We are here every Sunday, same time, same place. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Please, everybody, right now, if you could do something for us, just hit the like button. Please, just if you can do nothing else, just hit the like button. We have a lot of people that listen in every week, and we only have a few likes. So if everybody could do something right now and just stop what you're doing and just hit the like button. Thank you so much. We're forever grateful. Go ahead and grab your paper and a pen, or if you're listening to this, pull out your phone and maybe get your notepad up. I'm going to be giving you some very intricate information that I think will be life-changing in just a few minutes. I think it will be something that you can definitely come back and listen to. And also, I can see that a lot of you will be looking at a lot of different things tonight as I give you this information. And we are talking today about the wealth codes, right? We're dealing with that in that possibility and that understanding. We're dealing with wealth codes, deciphering the universe's riches. Wealth codes, deciphering the universe's riches. I think that when that came to me, I found that to be very interesting. Today, as we delve into the metaphysical secrets that can align your spiritual frequency with the abundance of the cosmos, right? We gather in this sacred space of knowledge and understanding. And remember, each of you is a unique conduit of cosmic energy. The universe does not make mistakes. You are here because you are ready to unlock the deeper knowledge of wealth that the cosmos offer. Wealth is not merely physical. It is a state of being, a vibration that resonates through every state of your being. Today, we decode these vibrations. We decode them. Wealth codes are cryptic, energetic imprints that the universe has encoded within the fabric of our existence. I'm going to say that again. The wealth codes are cryptic, energetic imprints that the universe has encoded within the fabric of our existence. These codes govern the flow of prosperity and influence our capacity to attract wealth. They are not written in ledgers or documents, but woven into the very essence of our souls. Imagine the universe as a vast ocean, and wealth codes are currents within the ocean. These currents can lead us to harbors of abundant riches or leave us stranded in stagnant waters. By understanding the flow of the currents through the sacred sciences, such as numerology, astrology, or even maybe human design, we can navigate these waters skillfully. Now, many of you, if this is your first time tuning into me, yes, the Temple of Enlightenment is an international spiritual center where we teach the principles of ancient wisdom. We teach the principles of new thought, science of mind, religious science. Yes. We also teach the sacred sciences, which would be astrology and numerology. And so we understand that these are not quote unquote demonic. These are not sciences that are or something that can hinder or block you, or it's a tool that we use to study and understand the mind of God. Yes, that's why we use that. Um, when we look at numbers, numbers are everything, and numbers never lie. And so somebody could say, well, I don't understand this numerology thing. I think it's demonic. Well, you can think it's demonic, but everything in this world operates by numbers. What age are you? It's a number. When were you born? It's a number. What time you were born? It's a number. What's your social security number, right? What's your driver's license number? What is your house number? What street? I mean, everything is a number. Everything resides on a number. Numbers are the language of the universe. Each number vibrates with an energy that can influence our financial destiny. And so by understanding the numerological implications of our life path number, we can align more closely with the wealth frequencies of the universe. Now, I'm going to be giving you guys some things today. That's why I asked you to go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pen. Because we're going to get into these wealth codes. We're going to get into how they work and how they align. See, what I want you to understand is that everybody listening to me, you need to know who you are. Self-knowledge is the beginning of wisdom, right? You have to know who you are. I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine, and we were discussing human design. Now, human design is a fairly new kind of, I would say, new science, and it's basically connected to astrology in a way. You give them your information like you would an astrologer, but they come up with your numbers. For instance, I'm a 1-3, which is a manifestation generator, and it gives you more deeper insight into who you are and how you were designed and all those things. But I think that once you get an understanding of who you are, it will help you to find out your path to becoming a millionaire. Listen, you guys are listening to me, and we said this from the beginning. Everybody's different. You have to operate in your element. You have to operate in how you were genetically designed. You may not be a person that likes to hear things. You might be a person that needs to see it physically. You might not be a person that's passionate about things. You operate by how you think, or you operate by how you feel, right? And so, or you need things practical. Like, I need to be able to feel and touch it. I'm not into the whole listening, and I need to feel it and touch it. I'm more practical in my approach. So these are the different things that we've been learning on this journey. We've been learning how to identify with who we are individually, because everybody has their own path. There's no one way to become a millionaire. Everybody has a design for their own millionaire journey. The confusing thing is when we try to do the same thing that everybody else does. And we try to do it the way that everybody else does when we are genetically made differently. And so when you know who you are, you know how to operate. So that's why we are getting into the wealth code, so we can get a better understanding of how could we really focus in on and lock in on the genetic makeup of how we can move and operate as a millionaire. Now, the astrological alignments can profoundly affect our ability to manifest wealth. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune. When it is favorably placed in one's chart, it can indicate significant financial opportunities and so forth. And so we get to look at those things, and being able to tap into your inner self. Meditation is definitely the key. Being able to get quiet, being able to quiet the mind, being able to focus, to block everything else out, and just begin to sit in a quiet space and begin to meditate, to tap into, to refill, to re-energize, to restore, right? And so I think that these are the ways that one can get a great understanding of what it means to really operate in that. You know, uh, we get into a place where we're now understanding that wealth is not about accumulation. Wealth is about alignment. Your alignment. See, no, we talked about this last week. I said your thought style will determine your lifestyle, right? That's alignment. Everything is based on alignment, not accumulation. Because my definition of wealth, like I told you, is the ability to finance one's dreams. And in order to do that, which means that, listen, your mind is a bank. Your mind is the bank. The Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, uh, Navy Federal, U.S. Bank, any of the banks you want to call, your mind is really the bank. Your mind is the bank. When you align your energies with the wealth codes and you begin to unlock the doors of prosperity, you'll start seeing things happening that you never would have imagined. That's why it's imperative that you embrace these teachings, that you integrate them with your daily practice, and that you lock in and begin to really move and operate with those things. You know, you are what you eat, and what you eat is what you take in mentally, what you take in psychologically, right? I'm also putting together a course called The Hidden Meanings of the Bible. I was able to get the book as a PDF, so when you guys join, you won't have to buy the book. You'll be able to, I'll be able to give you the PDF of the book. And what I want to say about that course, it's the book by Jack Addington. I began to study it years ago when I started, getting into New Thought. But I love the book because it really gives you a perspective of how to look at things from a metaphysical lens, especially when reading the Bible. So after you finish this course, you will never read the Bible again the same. When you read the Bible, you will read it from a metaphysical lens, which means you will start getting ideas and definitions and meanings that you would have never imagined because of you being able to decode it. So we're going to put that together. I'm just trying to decide if I want to put that into the mastermind group or not. But that's why I'm also telling you guys, you want to get into the mastermind group, because a lot of things that I'm going to be putting together and really bringing in special guests, I'm going to do it in that group. So I've already got, as I said, brokerage account, the brokers from the brokerage accounts coming in. They're already waiting on me, standby. I have stock experts, financial literacy people. We have people here that also are part of our community that work with insurance and health and all those things. So we were bringing those people in to talk about people, who need insurance and all those different things. So, like, I have a variety of things that I want to do. I want to bring those into the mastermind group so that if you are serious, if you want to take a deeper dive, if you want to really lock in, also those of you that want to get your credit straight, you can come into the mastermind group. We will have the ability for you guys to have access to, some things in there as well that will be, automatically given to you guys when you join the group, so that you can have access to work on getting your credit restored, get it up to, the numbers that you wanted to get to, and be able to really move and operate. And so I think that all of this helps us to get into alignment. I want to say this. I posted a quote. I got a quote the other day, and I'm going to be posting this. Align yourselves, right? Align yourselves, get in the company of, get connected to 4 millionaires, and you will automatically become the fifth one. Why? Because what my friends are a resume of what I'm going to become. Your friends. So you are listening to these calls every Sunday. you're getting this knowledge, this information, and this wisdom. It's impossible for you to go back to the place where you used to be. It's impossible. It's impossible for you to go back to get to the place where you used to be. And so, if you're going to do that and you start to implement these principles and these concepts, what happens is you're going to now start seeing those friends that you were once hanging around. They're going to automatically say, something is different about her. Something is different about him. They don't call you the way they used to call you anymore. They don't come around anymore. They don't even, and as time goes on, they automatically eliminate themselves. Why? You didn't say anything to them. You didn't ask them to do anything. You made the change inwardly. And by you making the change inwardly, you have to understand that as within, so without. Alignment. Remember, wealth is not just about accumulation. It's about alignment. And when you get into an alignment on that level of consciousness, the people who are no longer on that level cannot rise to the level that you are. So they automatically remove themselves. And so now what happens is we get into a place now where you start moving into and bringing people into your vicinity. I want to say this real quick because I have a lot of stuff I want to cover real quickly today. I want to leave some time for the wealth codes. I think everybody needs to get this app, the Chat GPT Open AI app. It's phenomenal. I had one that I thought was the one, but then it wasn't. So this one, if you go to the App Store, you type in Chat GPT, it's the white app with a white background traced in black, right? It's not the black one with the black background traced in white, but this is the white app with a white background traced in black. This one is $20 a month. There's a free, I think it's like a 7-day free trial. You can try it for free. But this app does everything. So I just want you guys to know that, as you get ready to start moving into we expanding our consciousness, we also want to make sure that we are also connected technology-wise, that we are tech savvy and that we stay up to par with our technology. This ChatGPT app is phenomenal. It does everything. Those of you that have your own businesses, you want to write articles, you want to write emails, you want to write letters, whatever it is that you need, this app does it all. Now, the one I'm telling you about does everything. You can write a book with it. You can create a book title. It will create your chapters. It will do everything for you. It also does astrology charts. You put your information in. It tells you everything about that. It does stock. It does stock profiles. Gives you like stock tips. Gives you information on the stocks. Like if you're looking at 5-year projections, earnings, all that kind of stuff. It does everything. I've even taken a picture of a book and it gave me the inside of the book, the chapters. It summarized the book for me. Guess what this app also does? Those of you that want information, you can take the link from a YouTube video on YouTube and put it into ChatGPT, and it will automatically summarize the whole video within 5 to 10 seconds. So you don't have to watch the video. It will give you the whole breakdown of what the video is about. It just saves you time, and it really is efficient. So I'm just putting that out there. You'll really see how I operate it and work with it if you get into the mastermind. I'm going to be showing you more intricate stuff of me. You'll get to see a lot of live stuff, question and answers. I'll show you how I work with it. I even show you how we do stocks. I'll bring some people on that will be able to definitely open us up and give us more insight on a lot of different things in the financial space. And I think that this is something that everybody needs to get into, no matter where you are. You can start from wherever you are. You don't have to have a lot of money to start investing in the stock market or to start really investing in getting your portfolio and opening up a brokerage account. Listen, there's no greater time than the present. I was in the as you can see in the description, the Equity Group, the channel on YouTube, on what is it? What is the platform? it's on what is the platform? Uh, Clubhouse. Yes, Clubhouse. So on Clubhouse, the Equity Channel, I was on there this week, and it was pretty good. They had an economic game that they were doing. They also talked about the new updates in the Robinhood app. Some of you guys, Robinhood is another app that you can use for stocks. So I'm just putting this information out to you. A lot of this is probably going over a lot of your heads. But like I said, get into the mastermind group where we are really get really into that and really open up your portals in so many different ways that you'll be able to go ahead and get involved in that. Like I said, our wealth is contained by our alignment, not just about accumulation. Um, when you tap into who you are and really lock into who you are, you begin to understand that your cosmic connection will begin to guide you to the harbors of prosperity and enlightenment. Now, believe it or not, poverty and prosperity are two sides of the same coin. I named my organization the Temple of Enlightenment because bringing somebody out of poverty into prosperity is enlightenment. Anytime a person comes out of darkness into the light, they have been enlightened. The light has begun to hit them, but what you have to realize is that too much light can blind you. You ever been asleep and you're in the dark and somebody cuts the lights on and you got to put your head over the covers because so much light you can't even see? So that's why we have to really kind of take our time because too much light could blind us. So we take it step by step so that everybody, no matter what level you're on, you understand. We carry the knowledge of the sacred torches of that light our path to financial abundance. We do that and connect with that because of how it transcends. Now, what I want you to do, we're going to get into the wealth codes. I want you guys to go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pen. And these wealth codes that I'm going to give you are coming out of numerology. But what I want you to do is when I give you these codes, you're going to probably do them on your children, your family members, everybody else. But I also want you to understand when we get into the mastermind, I will be going deeper with these. So I will be showing you some other stuff that you can do with them. What I want you to do when you grab a pen and a piece of paper, I want you to write out your birthday. So I'm going to do for an example, right? So for an example, I'm going to do today's date, right? So let me grab a pen here so I can do exactly what I'm asking you to do. So today's date is going to be April, which is a 4, 28, 2024, right? So somebody's born right now as we're speaking. A baby's being born right now on April 28th, 2024, right? That's the birthday. Now, all I want you to do is add that up. So I'm going to add 4 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4. So we're going to add that up. I want you to add up your birthday. If you were born on June 9th, 1979, then you add 6 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 9. You add up your whole birthday, the day, the month, the day, and the year, right? So we're going to do today. So somebody is born today. We're going to do 4 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4, right? So let me see, 8, 4 plus 1 plus 8. All right, so when I add up 4 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4, I get 22-4. So 22 is a master number. I want you to know this. You adding up your birthday, that number is your life path number. I'm going to show you how to utilize that life path number, and it's going to now be your wealth code number. That number shows, it's very important. It's a very important number because that number shows you how you are going to, in this incarnation, be able to tap into the wealth code that has been connected to you, that's been assigned to you. Everybody listening to me right now, you guys have a different wealth code number. You add your month, your day, and the year you were born. You add it up all together. Now, I'm going to go through, it's going to be 1 through 9. So some of you may get, when you get the double numbers, you subtract them to the single. So, for instance, if you come out with 30, you would do 3 plus 0, which is 3. If you come out with 27, you would do 2 plus 7, which is 9. So you bring it down to the single digit. But if some of you may get an 11, a 22, or a 33, those are master numbers. So, for instance, anybody born today, it's a master number. It's a 22-4, right? I'm going to go through these wealth code numbers right now. As you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys are still, adding up your month plus your day plus your year. So your wealth code number 1, if you added up your month plus your day plus the year you were born, and it comes out to a number 1, your path to millions is you're an innovator and a pioneer, right? Which means that your wealth code will be basically about you starting your own business, also becoming a leader and learning how to really step into entrepreneurship and really put forth creating leading a venture, capitalizing on your natural ability to stand out as an influence. So if your number is number 1, your wealth code is you want to operate in boldness. You want to operate in assertiveness, right? You want to become an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is definitely important for you and is in your wealth code. You ought to capitalize off the natural ability that you have to stand out and also to influence. Use your influence. This is your wealth code. You're an innovator and you're a pioneer. Innovate. You're a pioneer. That's number 1. If you added all your information up and you came up to a number 2, your wealth code is your path to becoming a millionaire would have to do with network and partnership. Your wealth comes from mastering relationships and leveraging partnerships. You are to excel in the areas that require negotiation. Now, this is very important, and I think it's great because if your wealth code is a number 2, that means that relationships are important. Now, I want you to hear this. Go ask any millionaire, rich or successful person, what's the most important thing about your journey or about you becoming rich and successful? And if not mostly all of them, single one of them will say the relationships I've gotten, the relationships that I've been able to maintain. The relationships are what really allowed me to be who I am. Why? Your friends are a resume of what you're going to become. If you're number 2, your wealth code is networking and partnerships. You want to always understand that in order for you to tap into your millionaire journey, you're going to be networking. You're going to be a person that networks. You're going to be a person that is always going to be some kind of way connected with somebody else and relationships. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't have your own business, doesn't mean all those things, but what happens is by you connecting with people and you getting in relationships, they will begin to introduce you to people who can open the doors to get you where you need to be. But in that networking, you understand that that's who you are. That's the way. Understand everybody that I'm going to say today has a different way of how they have to do it. Now, check this out. See, it gets a little deeper. That's why I want to really go into a little deeper in the mastermind because there's so many other elements because your elements still play into this. Yes, you're a number 2, but I can have 4 number 2s sitting right here. I can have a 4 number 2 in the earth element. I can have a number 2 in the air element. I can have a number 2 in the water element, and I can have a number 2 in the fire element. And that means something totally different of how that person is going to be a networker, how that person is going to be into partnerships, how that person is going to be able to master relationships and leverage partnerships. All of those play out differently. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Number three, your path to millions, your wealth code is that you are the communicator. Use your creativity and charm. Engage in the careers that allow you to speak, write, perform. Your magnetic personality can attract lucrative opportunities through media and entertainment. So if you're number 3, you are the speaker, the writer, the performer. Now, guess what? I'm a number 3. So this is automatically 100% correct. I've written books. I speak at lectures. I speak every Sunday. I've also been in a lot of movies and videos when I was doing acting back in New York. I've written a few screenplays. So that's why I'm telling you, everybody has a wealth code. So today we're going to go through this and we're going to find out what's your wealth code, and you want to activate and move into that wealth code. Whatever your wealth code is, you want to move, you want to operate, you want to really move into that, because this is imperative that we do this. Once again, the 3, if you're a number 3, your path to the millions is that you're going to use your creativity and your charm. You're going to engage in careers that will allow you to speak, to write, to perform. Number 4, you are the builder. Number 4, if your wealth code number is a 4, you are a builder. So somebody born today, the person that's born right now as we're speaking, this baby that has just come into the world, I'm going to tell his mother and his father that this baby that you've just brought into this world is a builder. Their path to the millions will be to systematize and structure, right? This person will have persistent and meticulous attention to detail that will lead to substantial wealth into real estate, engineering. Yes, this person will do very well in real estate. This person will do very well in meticulous attention. Let me tell you something else this person will do well in. The baby who's born today will do very well in helping other people organize their lives. This is a person that definitely is a builder. This is a person that will have an opportunity to, this is another thing too. The number 4, the baby that's born right now as we're talking, has an opportunity to make money from so many different facets. But this person is a builder. This person is about systematics, and also structure, right? And so if you're a number 4, real estate is good for you, but also the key word for you is organization, which means that you could make a lot of money by organizing people's lives. I mean, organizing people's businesses, let me tell you why. Why? Because the more problems you solve, the more money you make. You know how many people are here in discord and their lives are messed up and their lives are falling apart? What do they need? They need organization. There you go. The 4. The wealth code number 4. Number 5. Number 5 is the dynamic entrepreneur. Your wealth code is to embrace change, to explore diverse interests, right? Your adaptability can help you capitalize on business opportunities that others might miss, right? Thrive in dynamic environments that require quick thinking and flexibility. Now, I will tell you this: if you are a number 5, you may also want to look at travel, right? Travel may be a way that you can get into your millions. You may get paid millions of dollars to whatever business you're in that allows you to travel the world. That allows you to travel. It also allows you to be free, so to speak. The five is really a person that's not connected to a 9 to 5. They need to be outside of the box. They don't like to be contained. And for you to make your path to make millions, you need to be free. You need to be able to be free and to not be boxed in, because you need to have the flexibility to move and to go as you feel, but also understand that you have the ability to also be very flexible. You have the flexibility, and so that flexibility and that ability to really connect, you have very diverse interest. You don't look at the things that everybody else looks at. You look at other things. You get into all different kind of other. So for instance, like I said, this will have to do with travel. This will have to do with maybe somebody we have people who are vloggers now, right? If you look on YouTube, people travel the world and they take videos of every country they go to, and they get hundreds of thousands of views, and they make all this money from YouTube, right? That's the number 5. Somebody who travels the world. They have no connection. They don't have a 9 to 5. They just get on the plane and they travel to France and to Rome and to Africa and to Italy and Australia, and they take the videos of everything that they do and they vlog it and put it on YouTube, and they have hundreds of thousands of followers, right? I'm just letting you know this is the 5. The 5 also will allow you to move and operate outside of things. You're not conformed to how everybody else does everything. You're kind of like the black sheep. You do things the way that you see fit doing it, but it works for you because you're not tied to anything. You need the freedom to move. And so that's the number 5. The number 6 is what I call responsibility. You're the responsible one, right? Your path to millions will be for you to invest in service-oriented businesses. Listen to me good. Number 6, your path to millions will be to invest in service-oriented businesses. Your ability to nurture and care for others can lead to success in health, education, or even real estate. Create businesses that improves people's lives. Listen and hear me good. Create businesses that improves people's lives. So here we have it now, right? The number 6. So when I moved to San Antonio, I met a woman who's making a lot of money, and what she does is this home health care thing. She actually buys houses, right? And then what she does is she may have like a 4-bedroom house, and in each bedroom there's 2 beds. So you have the elderly people who come and stay there. She has 24-hour nurses that come and take care of the home health aid people in there. She provides food for them, clothes. She gets them their medicine, everything they need, 24-hour care. But she's getting paid by the government to take care of these people. So she's making thousands of dollars per person. So she can make $20,000 to $30,000 a month with this home health aid thing that she started, and it's very lucrative. But I'm telling you, for the 6, service-oriented business, right? Those that have health, education, real estate, anything that can improve a person's life. I would say the credit is under there. All that kind of stuff. Anything that can enhance and help people. That's what the number 6 is. The responsible one, the one that's responsible, that people can trust, that people can rely on. But that's your that's your thing. Also, interior decorating will be a number 6. I would tell you how you buy a house and you bring somebody in to help you design it and fix up the house, and that's another thing too. Anything to enhance somebody's life, any kind of a business to enhance somebody's life, that's the number 6. All right, that's your wealth code. Number 7, if any of you getting in the number 7, you are the intellectual strategist, right? Your path to millions is, right, you're the deep dive into research, development, utilizing analytical skills, technology, science, academia, innovations, and patented ideas will lead you to successful wealth. So this is the number 7. Number 7 is technology, science, academia. So this might be the teacher. This might be the philosopher. This might be somebody who writes a book, who's a motivational speaker. This is somebody who's very into knowledge and wisdom and intellect, and they're using it to help people. They have become, they have great ideas. They have, like the person who created Think and Grow Rich, right? That would be somebody like a number 7, because that's something that lives on forever. 100 years from now, people will still be talking about Think and Grow Rich. They'll still be talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? These are intellectual strategists. These are people who have created something that deals with technology, science, or academia that helps society, that provides a service, but lives on forever, right? And so if you're a number 7, this is something that you will tap into, something you would create. You will be innovative. You will patent something. You will come up with a thought, a concept, an idea that will be significant and lead to great wealth. So work with that, meditate on that, think about that. Each one of these numbers that you have, think about it. I know you're going to come back and listen to this over and over again, but think about it. Think about your number. Think about, because when we get into the mastermind, I'm going to show you some things that will blow your mind about these numbers. We still on the surface. I haven't even gone deep yet. Number 8. If you're a number 8, right? If you're a number 8, you are the ambitious powerhouse, right? Your path to millions focus on financial growth and asset management. Your knack for understanding corporate details and investment strategies can build substantial wealth. Aim for high earning positions or entrepreneurship and finance. So really the 8 is the banker, the stockbroker, the investment, the real estate person, right? So they talk about asset management. So you are having assets, building portfolios, really getting into stocks, really getting into how to, invest and aim for high earning positions. So these are people who have what I call the money mantle. If you're a number 8, you're about money, you're about finances. So these are the things that you kind of want to start moving into. If you're a number 8, you definitely want to be in a mastermind, because you want to start getting into financial literacy. You want to start knowing, okay, I want to start investing in stocks. I want to start investing in maybe real estate. I want to start really allowing my money to work for me. And then also, I want to learn everything I can about finance, because the number 8 is a finance number. It's that number. And so it will give you the ability to really tap into this on a greater level. All right. We also have the number 9. The number 9 is the global humanitarian. Your path to millions, your wealth code is leverage your compassion and idealism. Engage in ventures that address global challenges. Think big and create solutions that help communities. Wealth can come through social enterprises or creative arts that resonate globally. So the number 9, leverage your compassion and idealism. Engage in ventures that address global challenges. So you could be dealing with human rights. You can be dealing with the Me Too movement. Any of these big time things that you want to get involved in, the things that you have connection to. You may want to start your own group or your own humanitarianism programs that you're doing, or you may want to become a philanthropist. You maybe want to start giving money back to your local communities, or you may want to create some kind of organization that helps people, and basically each one of these wealth codes, believe it or not, are solving some kind of a problem. They're solving some kind of a problem. They are allowing us to tap into our wealth codes. And believe me, they work. I told you guys earlier, I'm a number 3, and everything about a number 3 in the wealth code is what I've been doing. The wealth code will not lead you wrong. Will not lead you wrong. It will not. And so you got to really take a look at it from that perspective. It will not lead you wrong. So you've got to get to the place where we can really get into that. Go back real quickly over it. Number 1 is the visionary, is the innovator, the pioneer. Number 2 is the connector, networking and partnerships. Number 3 is the communicator, right? The one who engages in speaking and writing and performing. Number 4 is the builder, the one who creates substantial wealth through an organizations, structure, building foundations, and so forth. The 5 is the entrepreneur, right? The one who can adapt, the one who capitalizes on business opportunities that others may miss, the flexibility, the travel industry, right? Then we have the responsible one, the caretaker, number 6, the one who deals with investing in service-oriented businesses. Service-oriented. What service do you provide? Number 7 will be the intellectual strategist, right? The one who does a deep dive into research and development, utilizing analytical skills, technology, science, and academia. Number 8, the ambitious powerhouse, right? This is the person that will focus on financial growth through asset management, right? Dealing with investments and also entrepreneurships, and also dealing with finance market and financial literacy. Then we have the global humanitarian, right? This is the one who deals with engaging in ventures, addressing global challenges. Now, these are wealth codes that each one of you have. You're going to do yours. You're going to do your sons. You're going to do your daughters. You're going to do your brothers. You're going to do your sisters. You're going to do your wives. You're going to do your husbands. You're going to see how they operate and what their wealth code is. But once we get into the mastermind, I'm going to show you what to do with it. I'm going to show you how to really lay out a plan and operate with it and work with it. And so I just wanted to give you these because that's what we were talking about today. We were talking about wealth codes, deciphering the universe's riches. And so we have these codes because what I'm going to show you is that these codes are just foundational. But there's another code that's beneath this code. So there's so much that I want to teach you guys. But like I said, we'll get into that into the mastermind. If you want to join, the first thing we're doing is May 6th. That's a Monday. I haven't come up with a time yet, but we're going to be doing the 8 mystical secrets of becoming a money magnet. So you definitely want to be a part of that. You definitely going to want to jump on there and really get involved on that and get into that. I want everybody, if you can, just like this. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. And let's please share this. There's a lot of people that needs to hear this lecture, that needs to find out what their wealth code is. They've been stuck in life. They've been trying to figure out which way do I go. I don't know if I should go up, down, left, or right. Once you know what your wealth code is, then you will be able to lock in and really start focusing. And then join the mastermind group. The mastermind group is where you get to get a little bit more of me. I get in a little deeper. I'm able to say things that I can't say here, give out information that I can't give out on YouTube. So it's really opportunity for you guys to really get the information you need. I can answer questions. We can do question and answers live. I can answer a lot of your questions that you have. We can also, like I said, set up private consultations if that's what you guys need. So there's a lot of opportunities and different things. These will be Zoom calls, so we will be Zooming it because I will be sharing my screen to show you a lot of things that I'm into. I will be having special guests on, so there are books that we're going to recommend that you guys start getting familiar with. I will be giving you guys videos, just a lot of different things that we'll be getting involved in. So I guarantee you this mastermind will change your life. It will allow you to be connected. It will allow you to be put in a place where you can really identify and really walk into the consciousness and the wealth that you do have. Listen, there's no greater time as the present. I want you to take these wealth codes and start working with them. Whatever your wealth code is, I want you to write that number down, and I want you to meditate on that number. I want you to meditate on what we talked about. And then when you get into the mastermind, I'm going to see if I can have this available before the 6th. I'm going to try to give you a PDF handout of these wealth codes so that you can have them. And then I'll also add some other stuff in there with that. But like I said, it's a great opportunity. I wanted to give you these codes because we're moving, we're expanding, we're going higher. I want us to be able to get focused, so now we can know what we need to do. And we talked about last week about the Mercury. Everybody doesn't know where their Mercury is, and so another thing too is, like I told you about the Chat GPT. You can get the Chat GPT and you can put your information there. It can tell you what sign your Mercury is in, so you can know how you think and how you operate. Or you can come to me for a consultation and we can sit down and discuss the whole shebang. We can put down everything that's going on with you and really get a look at where we're going and where we are now. So I just wanted to make that available. I hope that this has blessed somebody. I hope that this has really given you some understanding and ideology into what you can expect and what's coming, because we're moving on. We're moving from the wealth codes. We're going to be getting deeper and deeper. We're going to be pushing the needle because we are going to be expanding our minds with the financial money consciousness. And so I'm excited for you. I'm excited about the knowledge, the wisdom that we're gaining, and that we continue to grow. Now, if this message has been a blessing to you, please share it. Please share it with somebody who you think needs to hear this. I want to offer you guys the opportunity. To join into our circulation. So every week we ask for you guys to sow or to donate $26. If this message today has been a blessing to you and you really got something out of it, and you really feel like, this has really been something that's really opened you up and really given you a great in-depth insight into who you are and what your wealth code is, go ahead and sow that $26 seed, donate that $26 seed. And there are 4 ways you can sow that seed today. There are 4 ways. The first way is Cash App. And all of the ways that you can sow and donate are in the description below. But you can go ahead and donate to Cash App, $TOESC. That's $TOESC. We also have PayPal and PayPal and Zelle. So if you're doing PayPal or Zelle, our email, info at toesc.org. Again, that's info at toesc.org. And so when you start working with that, when you start working with the Zelle or PayPal, you can use that email. For Venmo, if you guys want to use Venmo, some people are using Venmo, you can use Venmo. Our Venmo is Issachar Bey. It's going to be ISSACHARBEY@gmail.com. That's for Venmo. Our address is in the description below. If you guys want to send a check, if you want to send a money order, whatever it is that you want to send, you can physically send us some as well. The address is in the description below. Thank you so much. Make all checks, make all money orders out to the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center. Like I said, we want to thank you for all of your donations and all of your seeds that you've sown. I like to say this one thing. Your destiny is not a matter of chance, but it's a matter of choice. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.